Well, it is that day. It's the day when Sonic Origins, the new classic hit thing from Sega, comes out. And I'm sure, like most of you are probably wondering, is it any good? The answer is maybe. And I say that with the weirdest way that I can put this. The game itself is not bad, but it also has elements of everything that you would hate in a modern video game. And if you were thinking that these were somehow ports of the original games that you played, well, they're not exactly that either. Firstly, let's get this out of the way. There is an anniversary mode, or a story mode depending on which one you prefer to go with, and it tracks your progress. And what it does is essentially gives you animated cutscenes that show you the story of each of the games that you can play, which is Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And all of those games have animated cutscenes that you can see at the very beginning upon each loading. When you play any of those games in the anniversary mode or in the story mode, they will be in 16:9 aspect ratio, and in order to play them in the 4:3, you have to play the classic mode. And this is the other catch of the things that I was telling you about. If you play it in classic mode, you can't earn tokens. The tokens that you collect are actually used for things in the museum. So besides your general unlocks, they're used for premium unlocks, which is more stuff that's outside of the game. So something like the orchestral show that you probably saw when you were watching the announcement of this game. That is actually where the grind comes in, because you don't get very many tokens unless you actually play through the games, which is, I guess, a normal thing. But in order to unlock everything, not just videos, but music and illustrations, you'll need to play through the game a good few times, usually by finishing each of those stages or finding them in the television screen scattered throughout the levels. You'll be able to find those tokens. As for the gameplay, if you've played Sonic games before, this is no different. Each of these games introduces something new as a mechanic. Other than that, it's not too much different than your standard fare, and if you've played Sonic Mania, then this will be fresh on your minds if you're a fairly new player to Sonic games. There are some modernizations in this game, including the drop dash move that you could do from Sonic Mania, but you've also replaced your lives with tokens, which again gives you the ability to purchase things in the museum for premium stuff, but also they act as your extra lives, so that way you can then spend them on bonus levels that will help you do another attempt. Which sounds great because it removes the frustration if you're someone that may just be wanting to complete the game for completion's sake. So if you're wondering about the songs that are in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, well, some of them got replaced. Those are the ones that Michael Jackson supposedly worked on in secret, but we can't know for sure. But they do have replacement songs and they're not terrible, but it's up to everybody's preference. So would I recommend Sonic Origins to someone that has never played any of the previous games or has a hard time doing it? Well, yeah. I think that even with its minor discrepancies that we can see as a veteran Sonic player, it's still a pretty good collection. I wouldn't say that it's something that you should look forward to if you're someone that's like me and played them originally as a child, but I would say that they're pretty decent at what they do, letting you replay the classics in a new modern format, with a little bit extra stuff. And there is a hard mode for people that really do want a challenge, and there is a mirror mode in case you beat those games and then you want to try it in reverse. But, that's all up to you. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think so. What would I give it on a score of maybe out of 5? Maybe about a 4. I think that that's pretty appropriate for this collection, and I don't think that it overstays its welcome, and it has something for everyone that wants to have something a little bit more modern. Again, you're playing a game that is from the Sega Genesis and Sega CD era, where these games are pretty simplistic, just your standard platforming and Sonic gotta go fast kind of mentality. And I think that it will be fine, especially for the price point if you get just the base game. For the other fancy stuff like looking at the island view, well then you'll have to get for the different upgrades. And those do cost a little bit extra, but it's kind of just a little collection of a throwback, so, up to you. But if you like this very short review and you want to hear a little bit more about some video games that I'm going to cover, then make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so that way whenever I make a new video then you can be notified. And also when I go live, and every so often I do live streams, but I guess we're gonna have to work on that. But you guys stay frosty, because it's pretty hot outside.
See the sunshine today, see the sunshine today, see the sunshine today, see the sunshine today.